racing, they were just asking me about that at the podium. It was awesome.
That's sensational.
Yeah, speed dating. No, it was. We were a little late in the process. Very blessed to be able to speak to Mike and have staff come out. After we interviewed him that Tuesday morning. So my wife Tracy and I were able to spend some quality time with those guys, and then able to have them in the building and see like all the horsepower we have in the building and experience that. And I know you guys probably know him a little bit better than I do, or you did earlier, but I would say like the clarity, the intelligence, the maturity really stands out when you're talking to him and communicating with him. So really excited to get going. Really pleased with the staff that he's put together and watching his process. Yeah, we've talked about it a little bit, right, through the interview process, and he knows our team well, but he's still trying to get to know our team, with the new staff that are actually back, putting their processes in and this week and getting to know our team a little bit better. And like you guys know how this week goes, you're constantly trying to figure out what the landscape's going to look like, for the off season, whether that's talking to agents, talking to other clubs, everything like that. So when we get back, we'll have more clarity on what kind of alignment we have, with the coaches and how we feel like our off season is going to be going with all those guys just getting back together. But I have found myself a couple times like, oh, he's asking me questions. I'm kind of like, oh yeah, this is when our draft meetings start, and yeah, this is like what our free agency process looks like. He's kind of looking at me like, well, are we gonna do anything, or are we just gonna no? So yeah, it's look, Pete and I were blessed to be able to be together for 15 years. 15 years ago, coming down here, just getting to know each other and spending a bunch of time together. And Mike and I have been spending as much time as we possibly can. And same thing, it's going to be the same partnership, same process, and just blessed with our time with Pete, and now it's just time to turn the corner and move forward. We think it's a great room. Drew's free agent, but converting Gino's roster bonus, a signing bonus. We wanted to do that to create some cap room, and with Drew, we'd love to have him back. He's made good progress with us, and just had a brand new baby and loves the area and all that. So and then obviously you guys know I was with the Ron Wolf group in Green Bay for a long time, and so being here and going through 14 drafts and not drafting, or only drafting 2 quarterbacks, is not something we're real proud of, but it's just the way it's happened. And you can't reach at specific positions, and especially at quarterback. So this is a cool class, and we'll study this class just like we have every other one. That's what we're doing right now, and we do feel behind a little bit, and that's why the staff did not come down here, so they can get their all their football in place and spend time together and get to study our players some more. Like I said, as we come down here and try to figure out what the landscape's going to look like, for the off season. I would say, and this is not an arrogant thing at all, but the standard is our standard, and it was, we underachieved this year, and it didn't feel great, and we still won 9 games, and we were 1 game, or we missed the playoffs, the tiebreaker or whatever, and so we have a certain standard that obviously Pete helped create, and so we're gonna try to uphold that standard and move forward. Now the players in particular, we just it's kind of like asking for patience and some grace as everybody gets to learn everybody, and like I said, we have that buy-in with everybody in terms of what our plan is going to look like for the off season. And for a lot of the same thing. I was just telling somebody before, you look at Washington's offense, and they did throw it all around the park, but they crushed it with time of possession, and they were able to run it in a physical manner when they wanted to run it. And I don't want to get into specifics of the receivers, but they have some pretty dang good receivers on that team, so I can understand why he wanted to throw it around the park as much as he did.